All right, hello and welcome. Hopefully you're having a great holiday season. Let's go ahead and jump into our next solo challenge, Terraforming Mars. We need to terraform the whole planet in 12 generations and get 63 TR and get 100 points or more. That's the rules we play by. Let's see if we have anything interesting here. We can start with a ton of titanium. Mars University, fine. Nothing really to do with the Jovian start if we were to play Saturn systems. Nothing really to do with getting a bunch of titanium out the gate. Like, the production might be nice, but it's not that make or break when we have nothing else to spend the time on. There's really not much to do here other than spend our energy on a fuel factory and perhaps do some card draw. I'll grab a handful of cards here, but really we're just going to spend $6 on 6 income, which is awesome. And then another $3 on an ocean, which at least gets us another card. And we did get a science tag. So I'm going to start with the Mars University. You never know what we might get. I'm going to get rid of the mining expedition. It just was. And there we go. Because of the card cycle, we get another 4 income on the first turn. Plus some titanium and a little bit more income. And you know what? Screw it. Let's spend the last of our energy. 11 money income, plus a TR income, plus a titanium. That alone is $15 worth of value per turn on the first turn of the game. That is usually the 15 to 20 is our benchmark at Gen 4. Gen 1, we are there. We still have a discount. We now have card draw. This is an incredibly strong first turn, with some more upside as we go. Let's go ahead and get the heat bumps to get that heat income from the track, hopefully. Some more science tags, a Venus infrastructure combo card. Sure. Let's get rid of power grid. I'm going to play a science tag just to get the card cycle. That is what our Mars University is doing. Every time we play a science tag, we get a card cycle. And we're just fishing for better cards. I mean, Corporate Stronghold, not too bad, not too great. Because I have the money, I'm just going to play Force Precipitation. Hopefully we get a floater synergy to go with this in the future. Otherwise, it's not going to be much help to us. But hey, it's a Venus tag. It's potentially going to work with floater synergies. We'll have some bumps one way or another. Let's lean into some oceans, big events. You know what? This is another Venus terraforming mechanism. I think we just lean into that, and even though it's a completely different one, I think we just go for it. If I play this flooding for this heat, I was gonna take the titanium, but this heat, that lets us do a heat bump this turn and get an extra heat production, and this is still Gen 3, baby. Then rotator impactors, sure. So we're gonna be buying a asteroid there, and then buying a floater there. And that means we're set up for 2 Venus bumps next gen. We still have a decent amount of cash. We have some okay cards in hand. Not enough heat for a heat bump. So perhaps we give Venus a little bit more help. Field Cap City is quite expensive for what it is. Extreme Cold Fungus is a good combo card, but I don't have I have floaters and asteroids, but I don't have microbes, so it combos with something I don't have. Magnetic Shield Generator is great for getting the 3 TR to get to 63 TR this game, but I'm going to not grab it and pretend that I did. So Venus Bump, Venus Bump. We're almost getting a free card from the track. The Field Cap City doesn't have that much to do for us. I'd like to play it up here where we can get all those adjacencies. I also would like to get the free ocean from the bottom of the track. So things are a little bit nasty in that way. Let's start by just getting on the board. That gives me a tiny amount of income, a little bit of energy, but really it's the plants that are helpful, the tags that are helpful, and then the points that we'll get from that city being really well positioned to get us adjacencies. In fact, we might have the government help us with an ocean here just to seed this a little faster, even though getting the government to do another heat bump would set up the next heat bump for us next gen. Regardless, here we are, Gen 14. How did our income evolve over time? Well, we got 5 TR over the baseline of 14 plus 15 income. That is 20, flat out. The 15 to 20 benchmark that we look for, we got 20 right there in straight cash. Not that many metals, just a titanium income, which is fine. And then we have the discount. So economically, we're above average. We're not amazing considering how strong we started, but we kind of had a dearth of cards. Like we're waiting for good things to come. We have some combos that we can set up here with Extreme Cold Fungus, combos for floaters, combos for asteroids. So some things are looking okay. In terms of heat, usually we look for 5 energy and heat combined just to see if we have enough raw things turning into heat every generation. The fact that we're at 5 means that we're on the heat benchmark. We have some infrastructure for Venus. That's good enough. No plant income, a little painful. And not many oceans played either, nor do we have oceans down the road, but that's usually easier to remedy in the back half. So overall, how are we doing? Economically strong, terraforming on pace, 63 TR, not much to speak of. So we do need to keep our eye open for those TR cards. I wouldn't mind an early potatoes. There was a very expensive 2-point card we just got offered, but let's live and learn on that one. $29. I mean, I'm tempted to buy a Center Project frickin' ocean at this point. I could buy another city. That would get me an ocean. Not sure that that's the right way to go either. You know what though? Sure. We'll get our rovers. We'll lose some points to get an ocean from the bottom of the board. But then I'm going to lose some plants anyway. And we'll try and get back with grass here shortly. Yeah. And maybe the government can help us with some more oxygen in the meantime, just to level us out. We will get through this Venus barrier next turn with the Venus bump. And then one the following turn. A couple cities on the board is okay. Research is lovely. Ecological zone is lovely. Deuterium export is a maybe. Methane is harder to justify because I'm not really doing a Jovian build. Though we do have cash. So maybe just because we have cash it was more valuable, but let's go with the research. We do have card cycle on science tags. So physics complex fine. We can get rid of the power infrastructure perhaps. We definitely want the fusion power. I don't know about either of these. Electro catapult isn't terrible, but I don't have steel or plant income. I'm gonna live and let die on that one, even though it's a strong card. 2 bumps to Venus look incredibly good right now. Some more energy and card cycle look good. Some deuterium looks good. Need to buy a floater here. Basically I have a lot of good options right now. I can hold off on you till next gen as long as I don't screw it up. And lean into perhaps this energy, which can at least turn into heat in the worst case. I'm not going to worry about physics. Immigration shuttles, I don't think I'm going to worry about that either, but just go ahead and get a floater so we can get some more energy coming in long term. And yeah, next gen, I have 2 bumps coming in from this card, a bump coming in from these floaters, and if I have the government put me to 10 first, then that will get me all the way to the bonus TR, which feels efficient. I do need to get to grass. We've had grass in our hands since the start of the game. I was thinking I would just cycle it, but we need plant income, so it'd be great to actually play it. We need TR, we need terraforming, and we need science tag. So what a great draft. We'll take that. Let's bump the Venus before we make that card unplayable. Lovely. So we do want you next gen. That should, you know, those 2 bumps plus the bump coming in is going to get us all the way up to -14. So that should be fine. I don't have a card that I want to get rid of right now. Well, I do. Immigration shuttles. I was thinking about whether or not we should be playing artificial photosynthesis. And if so, what for? I think I still take it for energy, of all things. It's hard to pick the plant in my mind. You can get plants later on more efficiently. And then, yeah, let's get our energy here. And our asteroid for $6. But yeah, now we have Noctis City offered to us. We have rovers already. We have some energy to sustain buying cities. So like that seems like it could work out for us. Topsoil contract makes those microbes even more advantageous. More oceans. This means that we're done on the oceans. We have 2 in hand, 2 more here, plus 1 on the track. An immigrant city if I want to be really greedy, but I still need to get those greeneries to make it worthwhile. Let's keep doing these Venus clicks. Right now we seem to have enough. This is discounted. But still, I think you start with that giant ice asteroid. So plants and money. Topsoil gets us there. Grass gets us there, but I could also ecological zone. It's a little bit points greedy. But I think we can afford a moment of points greed. We'll just put that up here. We can't put a city in there anyway, so we'll get those plants in adjacency. Yeah. A lot of energy's turning into heat right now, which is helping us solidify the terraform that we need. The oxygen is getting help from the government, and we're focusing on it. Arctic algae, -12 is still playable. It gives us half a point. So I think we do it, and then we Venusian insects. Wow, even gene repair is cool, but it's a little too greedy. Because this is a greenery worth of plants still, even this late. And it's half a point. So we play it. We play Venusian insects. We play extreme cold fungus. Now, normally Venusian insects, 1 point for every 2 microbes on it, isn't that worthwhile. But we're also getting $1 on it as well. So I just got $3 because of topsoil contract, giving us money per microbe, and we got the points value out of it, right? So that's pretty great. And because we have Arctic algae, it's hard not to say just start with the asteroid, right? Focus on getting money and plants back. That gives you more money and plants. And that gives you enough for grass, which gives you enough for some more steel. Yeah, and look at that. There's going to be money and stuff. We have half-point animals. I'd love to get to 1-point animals. And man, if we could get meat industry. Oh, baby. I need to sell... Oh, no. I didn't keep enough for my asteroid card. And I need to activate it this turn. We'll see what we can do. It might be a weird breakpoint because you want to load it on uneven turns, like turn 9, so you can use it on even turns so that when you get to Gen 12, you've got that last bump. Yeah, we'll see. So the nuke is fine. It could help us out, at the very least, give us these 2 bumps here. I'm just going to keep leaning into the points. So bump. I don't have money back on animals. Oh, this is the last... I don't need this card at all, other than the card draw and the animal. So unless I get 1-point animals, this large convoy is not worth it. Look, this is weird, but I'm like, do I immigrant city? And then Noctis City? And then, well, we should get a card. And then purchase a greenery, right? Like, gave us this heat bump. I mean, we're kind of coasting in right now. I'll take this 2 TR. Oh, did I messed this up again. Oh, never mind. I have enough titanium and I have enough floaters. I need to do these clicks first because I'm not economically strong enough to, strong-willed enough, that is, not to spend the money. Alright, another oxygen basically clears us, I believe. Aerial mappers is nice, but I'd rather go for Heather and pets. It's just so painful to get pets afterwards. It's really not even that worth it, because I don't think I can buy an extra plant. Or an extra... Well, it's also a half point, right? Animal? In that it would synergize with Ecological Zone. And it's a breakpoint with Heather. You know, okay, sure. Probably going to be worth 2 points. So unless I get a synergy, I'm not going to get a Venus bump from floaters or a Venus bump from asteroids. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? And I'm gonna have how much heat? 10. I'm gonna need to get one of these for heat next turn. For now, let me just buy up these greeneries. And yeah, if I get offered an asteroid, great. If I get offered 3 floaters or something, or 2 floaters, then great. Let's hold our 15 bucks. We could still get standard technology. At least the oceans are done, and the heat is, like, almost there. You know, everything's almost there. This is not at all what I need. I have enough steel to make SF Memorial worth it for the card draw, though. So greenery down here means 2 heat bumps there. And then SF Memorial. Water splitting. I mean, that could be the last oxygen. I would hate for that to be the way it goes down, but... But I do need... Yeah, a lot. This is great, but, like, do I have enough for it? Like, the answer is basically no. But I need the TR from it. The problem is, like, Venus. 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 You see what I'm getting at here? If I were to play water splitting, it would cost me $10. So 2 heat bumps leaves me with $2. Plus I could sell 2 cards. Or all 3 cards, rather, to play this. So I'd have 3 cards, $2, that's $5, plus a steal, $7. That's not enough. I don't have enough for this $12 card. I'm missing $5. So GG, we lose. But we can't even get 63 TR, can we? And like we're 2 plants away from this, and so the pets was really bad because I didn't actually play an extra city. Oh, 2 points. This is money back though. Come on, this is money back. So Venusian insects, ecological zone. If I sell everything, I'm $1 short of a greenery, which is annoying. If I buy heat bump, I'd have $5 left, plus $2 worth of steel, plus selling 2 cards. I'd have $9, and I need 12 to get this oxygen bump. Man, this game is so cruel. Because now I buy a heat bump, and I don't get 63 TR. I don't finish the terraform. And I don't get 100 points, maybe? I don't know. Because I'm one animal away from a point. I'm 2 plants away from a greenery between 2 cities right here. You know, like I just don't have. I had so much economic hope with this start. I had so much money coming in, and we just did not get the cards. I mean, I squandered the money a bit with some amount of greed, don't get me wrong, but we were financially strong enough to do so many things here, but we could not for the life of us hit a floater combo, one that helps another thing. We couldn't hit a asteroid combo. We also couldn't hit a microbe combo for terraforming the planet, like Venus or heat or anything that I would have done over getting points. I mean, I did like getting the points and money, don't get me wrong. We got pets the turn after we played 2 cities. We got... What else did we get? There's some other nastiness in there. I don't know. I thought there was something bad. I don't know. I was about to go on a rant. I know other things were timing was poor, like Arctic algae after playing all the oceans. It was still worth playing, but like, you know, an extra 4 plants right now would be the last greenery plus 3 extra points, right? The greenery, the 2 adjacencies. That's 4 points alone if we had just gotten that card 1 second earlier. It would also be the 63rd TR, and then this would be 96. You know, like, come on, man. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. We bought a very expensive city at the start of the game because we had nothing to do with our money. We could have not built that. Who's to say, man? Who's to say? I hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.